Hey, welcome to another Battling Grammar video. In this video we're going to look at the special rule freeze or paralyze. Now some monsters in the world of grammar have the ability to freeze their opponents or to paralyze them maybe with fear or spells to stop their monsters acting. And here we have one of the creatures that has this ability, this kind of snow leopard cat. And this ability works on the offense as well as the defense. And it allows you to prevent your opponent from activating some of their cards. So let's jump into a game and see how this ability works. So here we have a game in progress. Let's jump onto another one. We have the blue player at the top here and the red player at the bottom. Now the blue player is on 15 life already, and they have already played their water elemental verb, and they have a connected group of cards here with the determiner and a noun. The red player down at the bottom here has got a noun by itself as well as an adjective and a noun together. So let's say it is the red player's turn, and they are going to choose to activate their adjective and noun group. So they push them forward, they say I'm going to attack with these cards, and the blue player says fine, I shall defend with my determiner and noun combination here. Now if we take a closer look at this frost ice card here, we'll see that it has this symbol at the top, which is the freeze symbol, this snowflake symbol, and this tells us that this card has the freeze ability. And we'll see how that works in just a moment. It will allow them to freeze another of the opponent's cards. So first things first, we activate both sets of cards as normal and work out their attack and damage. So the defending player here, the attacking player, the red player, has an adjective and a noun. So let's say we need an adjective and a noun. Let's give them solid as their adjective and table as their noun. So we've activated these, well, they're both cats, aren't they? These cat creatures here. So then the defending player, the blue player, would have to activate their card. So they'd need a determiner and a noun. Let's say that pen to activate those. Then, as normal, we would work out the attack of the attacking cards. So they've got a 9 and a 6, which gives them attack power of 15. The defending player has an a defense of 8 and 8, which is 16. So 15 and 16. Oh, let's do this in pen. I thought I was being smart with the magic pen. So you'll see here we have attack of 15 versus a defense of 16, which means that the defending player, the blue player, has successfully defended the attack and they won't take any damage. However, what we would then need to do is take into account our freeze card here, and that ability will then activate. And what we do with the freeze is take a freeze token like this, and the player with the freeze ability can then place that on another one of the opposing player's cards or groups of cards. So they can't place it on the defending cards because they've already been activated and will be discarded. So I can place this freeze token on this verb here, and what that will mean is in the blue player's next turn they won't be able to activate that card. So let's have a look at that. Let's end the turn by discarding the cards that have been activated, and we start with a new turn for the blue player. Now they might draw cards and maybe they will play a noun. Then they have the choice of activating one of their cards. Now they can activate their noun that they've just played, but they cannot activate the verb in this turn because it has been frozen, so it can't be activated to attack. And that's what the freeze ability does. It will stop this card from being activated in the player's turn. At the end of the player's turn, let's just say the blue player doesn't choose to attack, they're out there to defend, and it's the end of the blue player's turn. They would then discard that freeze token, and that verb can then be activated on the red player's turn as usual. Okay, so that is what it looks like when you are attacking with a freeze card. Let's have a look at how it works when you are defending. So we've got the same setup here, but this time we're going to say it is the blue player's turn. So the blue player says, I'm going to attack with my verb, and for the sake of, and the red player says, okay, I'm going to defend with my adjective noun group. Now once again we would have to activate the card, so let's activate the attacking player's verb first. Let's have walk as our verb, to walk, and the red player will give their own adjective and a noun to activate their cards. Let's say long string. How long is a piece of string? Okay, and we would calculate the same attack and defense. So the verb has an attack of 12, and the combined defense of the adjective and the noun are 6 and 2, which is 8. So 8 take away 12 is 4. That means the red player would take 4 damage as usual. And then once again the freeze ability would activate, and that would allow the defending player, so it activates even in defense, to once again grab their freeze token and choose one of their opposing player's card or cards to freeze. And it can't be the card that's just been activated, so in this case it would be this set of cards here. Now with connected cards like this, the freeze ability freezes both of them. Any cards that are connected are frozen. Okay, then we would discard these cards as normal at the end of the turn, and now it would be the red player's turn. Let's for instance say that they don't choose to play any cards, but they've still got their noun in play, and they say I'm going to activate my noun to attack the blue player. Now normally the blue player could say, okay, I'm going to defend with my determiner and my noun, but because they are frozen they cannot be activated. So in this case the red player would need to activate their noun, let's say lamp, and the blue player has nothing to defend with this time because they cannot defend with their frozen cards. So the attack of 9 would go straight through and damage the player itself. So the player was on 15 health, they would lose 9, so they would be down to 6 health. At the beginning of the blue player's turn, so let's discard those cards that have been used. So at the beginning of the blue player's turn, they would then remove that frozen token and these cards would be ready to go again. And that is how we use the freeze or paralyze special ability. It's out there to stop cards from moving and to help you control the opposing player's cards, and that is freeze or paralyze. So until next time, keep battling, keep grammaring, and keep having fun.